really beautifully placed. Thanks, Libby, and you're a fantastic MC. I think anybody would agree with me. It's great to be here. You know, driving down the Hume Highway this morning from Wagga, I thought, you know, what's Melbourne going to be like? I have a sort of sense of Melbourne as a grey, black place, so I dressed accordingly. My son, who is going now, that's what sons do actually. He said, don't embarrass me, Dad. Look, it's really, really lovely to be here. I must say I'm particularly delighted to be one of the 2016 Island Press poets. You guys would know Island Press. It's one of the oldest independent publishing houses for poetry. And like all my fellow poets, I would like to celebrate Les Wicks in particular for getting us all together. He's sitting just over there, so embarrassing, you know, by looking at him over there. So I'm the least of the five. I mean, these are four luminaries and a guy from Wagga Wagga. Anyway, I'd like to read three poems from my Pachinko Sunset collection. In case you don't know, Pachinko in Japan is the poker machines. And for the title of the book, I wanted two words for them to go together. I was toying with another title for the volume, and that's the title of the poem that I'd like to read first. It's called Sendai Lasagna. I spent a bit of time teaching English in Sendai and cooking lasagna for friends and students. And this poem began with one of those evenings. Sendai Lasagna. Mizuki asks if I will cook lasagna when she and the twins come to dinner. It's a challenge in the apartment. Only one hot plate, a frying pan, and a combined toaster oven microwave. I'll have to do it in stages. Buy a glass dish, find the pasta, fold it like a futon. In the narrow galley, I juggle the mince and onions, adding grated carrot for sweet, sliced shiitake mushrooms for earth, a small eggplant for purple, and soy sauce for salty ferment, before the pulp and paste of tomatoes, and some South Australian Shiraz, white roux creams with red cheddar and Gouda. The girls are fabulous migratory birds, bringing sweet pastries, conversation about boyfriends, sex scandals, unjust pay, and menial work. Why do so many stupid old men have such power in our country? And the difficulties of adventures of speaking English. My cell becomes a soiree, layered with language, laughter, garlic, and sake. The browned cheese top is a picture postcard finish, splendid almost. Balsamic dressing for the salad, cut with 7-Eleven lemon squeeze, no room on the tiny bedside table lamp for all our plates. We eat in stages, spread out on the bed like Romans. People here are mostly from Wagga, so you know, Melbourne, you've got to bring your Wagga to this spot.
Thanks, Libby. It's kind of good to be what feels like home. I love this place. A few years ago, financially, I weaved out of a lifetime of inner city living. So now I live in the middle ring. It sounds kind of sexual, doesn't it?
Block Hill?
70s baby shit tan block of flats. Suburban fabric. The social worker in that crisp summer skirt. Her smile flummoxes my flock. Usually imperturbable security door as across the road a swarm of arborists set the trees outside number 35. This suburb's ecology perhaps Nothing to do with me, complete or marooned, I take my pick each day. Good neighbours build tall fences as we grow under grass. Our grow is our reason. Like blatant camellias we all mimic open. Our generosity, frail petals, this cluster of life, each home composting, it is disaster, leakage and jewels. Plus the bodies of our aged ones as they falter across a line that exists is maintained by that social worker in the crisp summer skirt. She's trained, has a series of guidelines. Who's the Prime Minister? We'd all rather forget. The stalks of the tiger lily have their drum solo as stumps opposite are ground down. Maybe those eucalypts were a fall hazard. There's rules for that too, like the bikie in number 29, his fat arrogant tyres abrade the purchases of serenity. Another law is passed and he sounds just the same. The hope and plea radiates, so of course we avoid being burnt with the single mother in number 39 who will smile at anyone. I tap on the skin of this community. I think they've let me in. Some virus under the door. Perhaps they have, perhaps not. Like that social worker with crispness truly skirting the surface of those incandescent spectacles that make up each infected life. My friend Jill and I will visit the RSL for jazz that's not quite cooked, a seeping salmonella of riot down in the core. She has a story that leaves me thirsty. Her magnets have been busy, the orbits tease belief. It involves, yes, that social worker who turns out to be madder than the rest of us put together, who was once a doctor. She didn't use pethidine, she fucked pethidine, she married pethidine, they grew into their 30s together, disqualified, retrained, rehabbed, a retread and lectures a Melbourne in number 21 with a spasmodic fervour. What a lifesaver, she could tell you. Sort of say they can't understand women, and a lot of women say they can't understand men. So to help the women out, I put together a user manual. User manual men. The trick in all this trickiness is to deceive the nasty inner thing lodged under our not so hardy skins. Make sure we have access to tools. Use the river's sun-cupped hills of tranquility and outboards perhaps take us to our lover. Painting houses and epiphanies, there's always the excuse wrapped in the criminal shrug. One long declining tide, our story reveals wonders and desiccates simultaneously that horrible harmony of our ageing. Rules state blokes can hammer one item per day. Even just nailing an argument means convulsion and guts, and we never clean up afterwards. Spit flies from the driver's side window of a metallic green Mazda. There is beauty everywhere and trajectory within vapours. Men fearlessly remove their fellow domestic pests, cockroaches, rodents. We're a problem that is not insurmountable, should be managed with tolerance and vigilance, advised on appropriate clothes or counselled down to sensitivity. What we say is what we are. Take us out for a run, the north wind hurtling laughter through our thinning hair. We sing badly and rarely but with great passion. Let us repair the shower screen. Lead us to your pleasure. We are better than cats for most household camaraderies. that if some books aren't sold, some of the poets may not be able to go home. It'll take Melbourne years to raise the standard back up again.